Miles Fisher, Head of Strategy and Sales for T-Mobile Marketing Solutions, is going to take about 10 minutes to give you the updates on who they are, what they're doing, and what they're up to. So take it away.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, John. And that was a great panel, and we're super happy to follow it. So great to meet everybody. My name is Miles Fisher. I run sales and strategy for our emerging business here at T-Mobile. We are entering the ad tech and media space, and we are here today to talk to you about the next wave of TV, what we call video you can touch. So at the start of this year, we made an acquisition in this space to now own the largest network of in-car advertising in the back of Ubers and Lyfts. And before I get too deep on that, I want to talk to you a little bit about why T-Mobile is entering this space now when some of the other carriers have exited. So for us, there's two things that are happening in the industry that we as a brand, a large TV advertiser who has 100 million customers and is always trying to acquire new ones, is realizing. Right, these stats that are up here, sorry about that, are not intended to be fear-mongering, right? These are things that we all see in the industry. The ad-supported environments across linear TV are declining, right? AVODs and SVODs are where users are spending their time, and at the same time, signals are becoming harder to reach, whether that's on a mobile device, cookies going away. And when we see where we sit in the ecosystem as T-Mobile, we see there is a ton of value that we can solve for our own marketing teams internally. And we realize that if we can solve them for ourselves, there's certainly a market of other brands, advertisers, and agencies who are really excited about that. And while those three headwinds are happening, there are something that's happening that are tailwinds for us as the carrier in the industry. Mobile continues to be where consumers are spending more of their time, right? None of us left our homes in the past 2 years, but mobile consumption was through the roof, right? When you sit in your house, TV ads are playing and there's constant distractions, cooking in the kitchen, taking care of kids. Everyone sits on their couch and is engaging with that second screen, right? If we all look at the time spent on our mobile devices, we'd probably be a little bit embarrassed about where we're spending that time and not what we're truly paying attention to. About 30% of internet usage is actually done on the mobile device, not on a personal computer and iPad, right? Most people across the country can't actually afford multiple devices, and we see that across our entire consumer base. So when we think about these headwinds that are happening, right, these tailwinds of mobile, we have come together and created what we call the Magenta Audience Network. And it's powered by two key things, all of which are on the backbone of our 5G network. So the first of which is what we refer to as mobility data, but that is truly the network traffic that we as T-Mobile see. The way that users are behaving on their device, the times they are spending in their app, are the best signals and intent of who they are, right? This panel just talks about the quality of data, taking that data and activating it across other channels. As the carrier, we can see that somebody has Spotify, has Strava, has Bank of America on their app. We know to a degree of certainty who that consumer is, their age, their demo, and where they spend their time. Beyond just owning the app, if you actually open Strava 5 days a week and run for 1 hour a day, you are certainly more valuable to Nike, Under Armour, and Reebok than somebody like myself who has Strava and frankly never uses it. The other thing that we've seen is the emergence of rideshare. The folks who take Ubers and Lyfts are the folks who are in this room, right? A lot of you probably traveled from whatever city you're in an Uber and a Lyft, got on the plane and took an Uber and a Lyft to this hotel. Those same people who are taking rideshare vehicles are the folks who are paying to not watch TVs at night. You have Amazon Prime Video, you have Netflix, you have HBO Max, non-ad supported environments. And when we think about these two things, right, the power of mobile data and the power of the mobile consumer, we've realized that this SVOD audience is the rideshare audience. And the way that we've realized this is we've built a self-serve platform that we call the Magenta Marketing Platform that allows you to unlock the power and the insights of mobile data to understand who your consumer is. We're really harping in on this streaming user because of this audience, right? We are all TV and video buyers, but we can look at this for all different apps, right? Whether that's a business consumer who is using Teams, Salesforce, Concur, right? We know that you are in market, right? You are a business traveler of sorts. We know that the Hulu user, the HBO Max user, is way more likely to be an Uber and a Lyft rider. And when we think about these things, we refer to this audience as the unreachable, right? Hearts and Science out of Omnicom wrote a great paper on this a couple years ago, but these are the folks that luxury brands and agencies and a lot of the folks in this room are trying to reach the most. It's us, right? We are in an industry that we created that we've made it hard to reach, right? It's like being a wheat farmer and being gluten-free. And out here, we look at this consumer as the one that we all want to engage with, this rideshare rider, this unreachable, high household income, typically urban, 72% cord cutter, way over index on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. And we think about these consumers and we say, okay, you're now in the back of an Uber or Lyft, you're actually moving at 35 miles per hour, the average ride is 13 minutes. The competition for attention is just between you and the mobile phone. And if we are now the biggest screen in that living room, or this mobile living room, how can we win the hearts and minds? So there's an example that we did with Lexus, and Albert was just up here, and I believe Lisa is in the crowd. I haven't had a chance to say hello. They want to promote their new EV, right? We don't have the audio here, but one of the best things about our platform in the back of the Uber and the Lyft is that it's sight, sound, and motion, the ability to touch, engage, and you see a QR code up in the top right. We are now tying the mobile device to the largest screen. We're able to make an offer. You can scan this, and here we were actually going through to a Spotify song and a playlist, right? Getting that consumer attention. We're running a program right now for lottery.com. We've gotten 14,000 QR codes a month. Here's another spot we did for Disney. We took Disney's professionally produced creative. We actually have a creative team in-house that can do that thumbnail. You can click tap here. Right, all these classics that we know that we all sign up and love Disney Plus for, and now we actually take this and we bring it back to the mobile device, right? We scan a QR code, you get somebody back into your buy flow, and you can give them an offer, right? So there's a lot of data capture that we're able to do going from the biggest screen in the back of the Uber and Lyft to the small screen, bringing them to a brand site for data capture, for retargeting, and in this instance via QR. And because this is sight, sound, and motion in the back of an Uber and a Lyft, you don't have to worry about competing with other things on a page. It is entirely brand safe. It's contextual in nature. Viewability is 100%. The actual content alongside your ads is games. We produce the games. We actually do sponsored games. You can do Home Run Derby, Click Trivia. We've done for Wendy's, we've done chicken nuggets. We do offers. We know where the car is going if you're in a city, right? We can actually do that offer at the end of the ride. So we've seen really, really strong performance, and then we bring it all together with that data we talked about at the top, right? So not only on the rideshare, but on some of your more traditional screens, right, whether that's connected TV or mobile, but it is truly data-driven. We have the app owners for the rideshare, we have the SVODs and the AVODs, and if you want to reach business consumers, right, we can do that. So we are cross-channel, data-driven, that has a direct consumer relationship. So we really feel that we are the best way to reach these unreachables as signals get harder and harder. And we think about it in both sides of the coin, right? This high impact rideshare audience, iOS, high household income with that AVOD and SVOD, and then our T-Mobile customer where we're getting that data from, right? We are the largest Android platform in the US. We have an extremely diverse and multicultural base. We take a lot of pride in our consumers. We're constantly rewarding them with offers. And whether that's owned and operated inventory, data-driven platforms like this, we're looking to paint that full funnel and connect brands directly with our consumers. So at the end of the day, we've seen incredible results. We are still early in this space. We're really excited about the progress we've seen so far. Whether you're a streaming platform looking to drive lift, opt-ins, CPGs have seen incredible impact with us, both in rideshare and on our data-driven platforms. And QSRs, particularly on the rideshare platform, giving offers, redeeming a coupon, scanning a QR code, downloading a QR code to be back redeemed in-store. Outside of a restaurant where you are now scanning a menu, and I know we all hate that, this is the best environment for the QR code. So we are T-Mobile Marketing Solutions. We are a newer show in town, and Fran and Andy on my team are here if you have any questions. Thank you.